opponent in the corner to my left, from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 247 pounds, Die Hard Eddie Edwards!
Johnny Torres, I don't think it can be possibly stated proudly enough. In the Limitless Wrestling ring right now, we have one of the greatest tag team wrestlers in the history of American wrestling, Eddie Edwards. And we've seen this career genesis of him over the past few years. And now he finds himself in a Limitless ring against the ace of Limitless Wrestling, Ace Romero.
Eddie Edwards has been a fixture in this area since I've been watching independent wrestling. My first independent show, Joel Gertner's MXW, Eddie Edwards was in the main event. So Pro Wrestling Noah superstar, tearing it up with the likes of Ricky Marvin over in Japan, former Impact Wrestling world champion. And when Main Wrestling started seeing its first taste of stars, Eddie Edwards was one of the first people to answer the call. To see him in Limitless Wrestling brings the biggest smile to my face. And who better to welcome him to such an atmosphere than AC Baby, Ace Romero.
Just think about this here. There are major ramifications on the line in a match like this. We have the biggest prize on the line coming up shortly in the next couple months. The winner of this match could easily find themselves in a position knocking on the door of the Limitless Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. A position that Ace Romero found himself in just a short while ago and wants to elevate himself back into. Eddie Edwards not having any of this tomfoolery to start.
Not at all. You imagine the meteoric rise that Eddie Edwards would embark on if he beats Ace in his debut here.
And listen, this is a former world champion in his own right, Eddie Edwards. See that Impact logo on his backside, going against one of his own, his brethren here, Ace Romero, who's also wearing his own Impact Wrestling gear. These are two guys who know each other well.
Shot off out of a cannon. Neither man budging. What a collision on that tackle.
Ace Romero not moving. He just said it's my house. And that's how Ace Romero genuinely views Limitless Wrestling. This is his house.
But Eddie Edwards!
He spent several years claiming this was his house. Eddie Edwards is going to have to do a lot more than that to prove that it's now his. Oh boy. Oh my!
Running through the chop! Thunderous shoulder tackle.
And Ace doesn't even look phased.
Eddie Edwards taking a moment to collect himself in the corner there.
This has been a difficult year for Ace Romero in Limitless Wrestling. Oh!
No argument, John. It's been a bit of a rebuilding period for Ace Romero.
So we saw him not able to achieve what he wanted to in the Vacation Land Cup in December. He went away for a little while. And he came back, got right in the mix with Daniel Garcia and Alec Price. But again, he has dribbled again, and he's looking to do it in a big way.
Uh-oh.
Look out, front row. You paid good money. To the outside, here comes Edwards. Oh, Ace is ready. Ace was ready.
Eddie must have watched Patience is a Virtue.
Dude, look at Ace Romero's face. Oh, he's pissed off. I think he's even more so now.
Yakuza kick.
He caught him. What an uppercut from Ace Romero.
God. We thought Eddie Edwards might have had that scouted after the collision that JT Dunn got out of that uppercut. But AC was not to be denied.
What's Ace thinking? I figured we would see a slower paced match out of these two. Get a feel for each other. Figure out your strategy. Again, two guys who have certainly scouted each other. They know each other well enough. But when you come into an environment like this, it's just different. It's also hot as holy hell in here. And I think it just got even hotter.
This is more than about beating Eddie Edwards for Ace Romero. He wants to weather the storm. Eddie Edwards is regarded worldwide as one of the hardest strikers there is. Ace wants his name in that conversation.
Oh my! That's enough to skip a heartbeat. I would know something about that. I was dry heaving earlier.
I saw!
I almost puked.
What?
Oh no! Wind up and the oh!
Eddie returning fire.
Goes him in the ring. Oh, goes and look at that quickness, elite speed from Eddie Edwards, who finally executes his plan.
No uppercut that time. Die hard. Eddie Edwards on a roll.
Members of the standing room only crowd here at the Yarmouth Ambets enjoying what they're seeing here at Undeniable. Join the conversation, hashtag Undeniable. John Alba, Johnny Torres coming to you from Yarmouth, Maine. We've seen a lot of chops tonight. I think we're going to see some more.
Here we are. Woo! Wow. Eddie Edwards laying down the leather. And Eddie Edwards creating a little space, measuring Ace Romero, finding the optimum distance, coming in hot.
We call that sabermetrics. Exit velocity, intensity, spin rate. The only thing spinning right now is Ace Romero's head.
And Eddie might be looking to bring it again. Ace stops him cold with the European uppercut. And the house that AC built coming unglued.
All right, but you got to get the action back in the ring there. I'm surprised referee Nate Spector has allowed the shenanigans to exist outside of the squared circle to this point.
Referee's discretion is final.
Oh, I've learned that many a times in Limitless Wrestling, believe me.
Eddie Edwards back in the ring.
Oh my!
Wow, counters out of the ST Joe into the headlock takeover. AC was thinking discus lariat, stop
Front row
cold.
just got a shower.
Yeah, good God. Oh, ST Joe!
Out of my house and out of my ring!
He's trying to put Eddie through the canvas cover. Only good for two.
How do you muster up a shoulder when Ace Romero is laying on top of you?
Your guess is as good as mine. Energy, strength, adrenaline. Whatever Eddie Edwards has got, that's what did it.
I have been on the wrong end of Ace Romero's fury. It's awful. He's a very large, sweaty man, but he's also very strong.
Took you quite a bit to put yourself back together after something like that.
And he has a last man standing match coming up next week against Eric Johnson.
God.
He's got to get through this first. This is excellent scouting from Eddie Edwards, dropping to a knee. That's, you got to find a way to ground the big man. Eddie Edwards is a pretty big guy in his own right, to be fair. But there is an immediate size disparity.
Right. Eddie Edwards just got rattled by that elbow.
Have you noticed how few traditional wrestling we've seen in this match? It's been all strikes. It's been elbows. It's been uppercuts. And now Eddie Edwards met with a boot to the gut. And here's one of those wrestling maneuvers, Johnny Torres.
Oh!
And it's reversed!
And the ring done quake, it's John Alba. The last time I saw a ring vibrate like that, all four posts imploded.
I really don't want to wrestle Davian later, especially in a ring like that.
I don't envy your position there, John. I can't say that I do.
What am I going to do?
Eddie Edwards.
Maybe I'll talk to Ace after this match, get some advice. If Ace can even talk after this.
If he can avoid this maneuver as Eddie comes in
hot.
hot.
Wow. Flush. I think he just knocked him silly.
So the head snapped back from Eddie Edwards.
No.
What in the
many
world?
Big men do this before. Oh, does he realize Eddie's not there? Oh, yes he does.
Mule kicks Eddie away.
Wait a minute. Dude, the balance from Ace Romero, step up in Zaguri, not enough to knock him off. Dude, the turnbuckle's about to break.
Look at it.
And another.
AC still.
We talk about the rule of thirds, Johnny Torres.
Third time's the charm, John.
Dude, this ring cannot hold this. No.
Eddie Edwards.
No.
Frankensteiner position.
Goes for the cover. Ace Romero mustering a shoulder up at 2.5.
I can't believe what I just saw.
Well, you should, because this is the kind of action you're used to seeing in Limitless Wrestling as the crowd serenades for their favorite song.
I venture to say, everybody in attendance, us two, and the ring itself will never forget the day that Ace Romero met Eddie Edwards.
What's Eddie thinking?
You said it, Yarmouth.
Grabbing the tights here. Keith Beckman should be on top of him for this. He's trying to get on his feet. Oh my. Yeah, not a chance.
Might be thinking that Dr. Death flavor backdrop driver.
Not a chance.
Wow. Concrete elbow across the jaw.
No way.
If anybody could do it, it's Eddie
Oh,
Edwards.
grips him up. Okay.
Log roll taking out the legs of Eddie
It's
Edwards.
like a modified chop block
Yep.
from Ace Romero, but he's back to his feet. Super kick to the chin.
Eddie Edwards, what a striker. Oh! Sky high. Beautiful high angle spine buster out of Ace Romero, only good for 2.
We're at a fever pitch here in Yarmouth.
My goosebumps have goosebumps, John. Nate Speckman checking on both men.
Let's see if he starts a count here. I'm not sure if either men can get to their feet right now. We've seen one thing in this match, a lot of discretion from Nate Speckman.
Yeah.
He's letting these two fight.
Test the jaws of one another, absolutely. Eddie Edwards back to one knee. Ace Romero staring daggers into the eyes of Die Hard.
This is not a position you want to be in center of the ring with Ace Romero.
Fancy seeing you here. Got ourselves a standoff, a gunfight.
Trading blows. Split response from the Yarmouth faithful.
Building. Neither man giving any ground. Eddie Edwards.
Eddie loves using that brace he's got around his elbow, that elbow pad. He loves using it.
But Ace Romero, living up to the name of the show, just undeniable, refusing to go down. And Eddie wants more.
Ooh. I mean, you can hear these from Beantown.
But Eddie, the pro wrestling Noah veteran, has had that chin tested a number of times.
Oh my! The breath taken out of Ace Romero. And again.
I continue to tell you, one of the most refined strikers in all of professional wrestling.
And he's not quitting, Johnny Torres.
Putting the Kobashi stank on the rapid fire chops in the corner.
He's about to surpass Joe DiMaggio's hitting streak.
Ace Romero having his life chopped into the farthest corner of the embeds here in Yarmouth. But Ace Romero stopping Eddie cold. Repeated lariats in the corner.
I'm amazed by the second win each of these guys. Dude, look at Ace's chest as he turns to us.
Yeah.
The building, the blood boiling.
It's like they're painting sunsets in watercolors class.
They certainly are.
Eddie Edwards, though, nearly gotten his head taken off with that final lariat. Down on all fours.
This is where Ace has to get that final breath. He has to find a way to muster up that inner strength, and he's trying to get it from the Limitless Wrestling crowd here in Yarmouth, Maine.
The Yarmouth faithful obliging him.
Clawing at his knee pads.
Looking to put this one to bed.
Oh, stiff right.
Eddie, somehow, not only able to stay on his feet, but able to return fire with the Yakuza kick. But here comes Ace.
Strikes, strikes, strikes. Looking for one more. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh!
Oh, wait a minute. Pass!
We've officially gone viral.
Coming in hot, straight out of the Serengeti. Eddie Edwards, near motionless in the corner. Nate Speckman left with no choice but to start the count.
Finally starting that count here.
He's allowed this war of contrition to go.
I told you, next week, Ace Romero's going to find himself in the last man standing match. This is about as real-time preparation as you can get. After going to war with Eddie Edwards, you got to get to your feet, as both men are trying to. Edwards using the turnbuckle and the ropes for leverage. Romero to one knee, back to his feet.
AC able to get there on his own merits. No ropes, no nothing.
Look at this, looking at the crowd. Look in the eyes of Ace Romero. Look in the eyes of a hungry man, ready to prove that he belongs at the top of Limitless Wrestling once more.
The house that AC built in firm support. And this ring has taken a lot of abuse already.
Wait a minute. He wants it. Eddie says, please no. Jugular.
Eddie covering up on that eye. AC.
Wait a minute, we saw this before, Johnny, but the roles are reversed.
Ascending. Might be fighting for a superplex.
Oh, that would be beyond a superplex.
Ultraplex.
A superplex extravaganza.
No argument here.
You know who it is.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. That's... No.
They might be thinking
No,
sunset bomb.
Oh my God! His weight came crashing down on his quads, but back to his feet. The punt rips the elbow pad off. Skin to skin. Back to floor.
Blue Thunder bomb cover.
No!
2 3/4, 2 4/5.
We're witnessing an all-time classic here at Limitless Wrestling's Undeniable. John Alba, Johnny Torres, join the conversation. Hashtag undeniable.
If anybody was ever concerned about Eddie Edwards living up to the hype in his debut, your question's been answered and then some.
I don't know how anyone could question that. Again, we're talking about his all-time legitimate pro wrestling Hall of Famer.
First ballot, top tier, God tier, S tier.
Winding up. We saw Ace do this just before.
Summoning Romero to a vertical.
He's there. Needs some momentum.
Some serious power behind that lariat, but Ace.
Dude, Ace is not in Yarmouth right now.
Ace takes off.
That lariat. He's blind.
Oh!
Who got the best of it? Ace did.
Ace able to cover.
Oh!
But those warring shotgun shots seemingly out of both men cost Ace that extra second or two needed to cover diehard Eddie Edwards. And this fight rolls on.
I can't believe this. It's very rare that I'm speechless.
Absolutely, John.
It's happened twice tonight.
What a day. What a day for you it's been.
I'm ready to puke.
And Ace Romero, eyes incensed. Intentions very clear. Eddie Edwards on rubber legs. Ace, here's the windup. Eddie had it scouted.
Oh, flesh on flesh.
Oh, Geary.
His agility is unbelievable. But AC!
Discus lariat. Edwards spiraling through the air. Cover. What?
No.
A patented kill shot from Ace Romero. Eddie Edwards weathers the monsoon. And both men meeting in the center. Package position.
How does he have the strength at this point? Oh my God!
Eddie's motionless. And that's it.
Here's your winner, AC baby, Ace Romero!
The whole